Dartboard.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Harpstring Moon. The Golden Scheme. Claude leverages his victory at the Battle of Gronder to secure reinforcements from Alliance lords. Meanwhile, the Imperial Army continues to tighten its defenses at Fort Mercius in anticipation of an attack on the Imperial capital.
Hells to the yeah. Lysithea would like to speak to you. Finally get her A rank. Jeez.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor.
No problem.
I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead.
You should get some rest.
I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential.
Greater potential?
Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
Lysithea is one of the best units.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Okay.
It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was.
Yeah, if you're out of breath when you're
Probably
resting.
should have listened to you.
Yeah.
Now I've made a mess of things.
I made a mess of
I can't
things.
help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time.
Aww. Will you finally explain this?
I believe I've mentioned that House Ordelia was, at one time, being controlled by people from the Empire.
Yes.
During that time, strange people, mages perhaps, came and performed rituals on all the youth within my family. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded.
I mean, to be
One
fair, they did that to the
after
royal family, too.
The children died.
Not that it makes them better,
Till
but...
the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color.
It looks
During
good,
their
eh?
experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair. All trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted.
That's a bit messed up.
Realized that their experiments had finally succeeded.
I hope you
Sure
burn them
enough,
all to death.
They ran a test and saw that two crests coexisted within me.
And it was through your
Losing pigment
experiments.
from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened.
Aw.
5 more years at most. Perhaps less.
Aw.
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household
And they
again.
used your experiments to
Since
perfect
all
the
that,
thing for
Our family has
Edelgard.
been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for. But I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass. It's not like what's been done to me can be undone.
Ha! That's what you think.
Professor,
If I can undo my hair,
the
eventually.
only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow.
I mean, we have a sword
I don't
right
know
here.
if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were,
Like, my crest is on my hand, I
wouldn't
just
be
go...
of much use to you and the others without my crest.
I mean, we have 5 years. I think we can end this war within the next 5 years and then go chop, chop, chop. Bye-bye, crest.
You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own.
What?
Thank
You will what?
Professor.
Okay. Okay, Lysithea. I love you. Not as much as Leone still. But you're still good. You're probably number 2 boo on this one.
Our objective is Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Sure
But
it
our
is.
greatest obstacle lies before that.
And what's that?
Your face!
Fort Mercius. If we can't pass through, we won't be able to reach Enbar.
Fort Mercius, the impregnable fortress, or so it's called.
If I recall correctly, it's sometimes referred to as the stubborn old general.
It is a massive fortress that was constructed to protect the Imperial capital.
The Imperial army we defeated has withdrawn to Enbar. Fort Mercius should be short on soldiers for now.
Cool, let's... We should be careful.
It would be best to take it before enemy reinforcements arrive. Still,
I mean,
there's a reason
Edelgard's
it's
a
been
good
called
strategist, so
impregnable. The only real
even if we
question is
think
what our fearless leader intends to do.
it's unmanned, it's probably not. Just saying.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. Those mewling lords kept me from leaving for quite some time.
Muley.
So, were you able to secure additional reinforcements?
It's gonna have to
About
wait
that.
until next month. It doesn't look like they can afford to keep supporting us at present.
Then what should we do about Fort Mercius? Do you plan on waiting around?
Yeah.
No, if we wait until next month, the enemy will have bolstered their defenses. That said, the prevailing theory is that you need triple your enemy's forces to take a fortress with a frontal
Nah.
assault.
Just-
Right. That's what we were taught at the academy. And this is
Wow,
Fort
I'm a terrible
Mercius
teacher
we're
then.
talking about. It's renowned for its strong defenses.
Our current army isn't nearly strong enough. What to do?
I got it. See, I have this
Whatever you
sword.
do, just don't ask us
that
to
can cut
scale
through
those huge
mountains.
walls. We'd end up dead when they hurl rocks down at us.
Yeah, no thanks. If only someone would open up the gates for us from the inside.
Unfortunately, we don't have any spies in there. Wait a minute.
Or do we?
I've got it. We sneak in, stir up confusion, and open the gates ourselves to let our allies in.
Right, that's what I was saying all along.
What?
Right, nice one, Hilda.
Yeah, no.
But how do you propose we go about sneaking in?
Disguises? If we dress up like Imperial soldiers, maybe they'll think we're allies and let us in.
That's just
You really
stupid
think
enough
they'd
to
just
work.
Open the gates for us? I'd be pretty dumbfounded if that worked.
No, she's on to something. It's a good idea.
Hilda's
Hilda.
like, see,
we just
I'm
need
smart.
to refine it a bit, and we'll be in there before we
I
know
got
it.
straight C's.
Really? Go me!
God damn it,
What
Hilda.
is your definition of refining the idea? I know your go-to strategy is nausea-inducing poison, but...
Yeah. I mean, we could always do that.
I maybe ate too much. My stomach hurts.
Raphael, why are you eating meat during a war council?
So, fearless leader, I'm guessing you're going to keep the crucial parts of your scheme under wraps until the time comes, aren't you?
Yep. Why didn't tell me
You
the
know
strategist?
so well, Judith. Whether we like it or not, this war puts a damper on all of our spirits. What's wrong with trying to have a little fun every now and again? Just leave the details to me.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
There's really no better place for my midday nap than under the shade of a
Man,
nice
you take a
big
lot of
tree.
naps, Cloud.
The twittering of the little birds. It's like they're singing a lullaby of just...
Well, with everything you've learned from Petra, you should be sleeping in a tree.
Is that a dagger?
Under attack!
Am I being ambushed?
Yes, you are.
Claude, why are you lazing about? You should be training.
Meh.
Shamir! Is this your doing? Talk about unfriendly. Another engine, you would have sliced my handsome nose clean off my roguishly beautiful face.
Yeah,
But I
totally.
didn't. Fortunately for you.
You know, if you wanted to give me a talking to, you could have done so with your words instead.
Nah.
That's how most people do the
Where's the
talking thing.
fun in that?
Conversation was not my intention.
Well, what then? A prank? That's not better. I thought we were under attack. I could have died from the shock.
Oh, then you have a weak heart.
Look closely at the dagger.
Is that... Right. There's a poor spider impaled on it.
A poisonous spider.
Oh, that you saw
The
from very
tiniest bite
far
from which
away.
can cause fever, headache, and relentless vomiting. Or worse.
Damn.
Yikes. I guess this little guy is more vicious than he looks.
Damn.
I noticed it descending towards your face.
You're welcome.
Ah, so you saved me from a certain doom. Well, in that case, I'm sorry for questioning your motives. I promise to repay the favor someday.
I'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Oh boy, more grunting from Raphael. Okay, that's good.
Huh? What's that noise?
What the hell?
Sounds like someone's having fun. Maybe it's coming from the greenhouse.
Does Bernadetta play the trumpet?
That was really fun, Bernie.
And she's talking to herself in third person.
I found such an out-of-the-way spot to play. Only the pretty flowers hurt me here.
And the greenhouse is pretty
That bright
central.
little flower.
And a lot of people are by it
Only
at all
one who
times.
heard, aren't you? What did you think?
That was amazing!
Why is your voice so deep?
What? I'm no flower.
Oh no, Raphael, you heard it all, didn't you?
I did! What kind of instrument was that? I could hear it all the way over at the training grounds. It was
Wow,
great.
that's actually really
I
fun.
didn't know you could play.
All the way from the training grounds? Oh.
That's actually really far.
That's right. And then I came here to tell you how good you sounded.
Good. No, I'm on to you.
Suspicious?
First, you flatter me. Then you get me to perform on stage in front of everyone to humiliate me.
Bit of a stretch.
No? But that's
He's
a
like-
great idea. Everyone should be able to
Yeah,
hear
that's a good idea.
I knew it! Monster! I won't fall victim to your schemes!
I'm not sure if Raphael knows the
Don't know what just
definition
happened.
of scheme.
But I think I might have scared her.
Oh well. More meat for me. Yum yum.
It just never ends. Oh, Ferdinand?
Oh, Fernand.
Hilda, do you need something?
I just have a tiny favor to ask.
Hi.
I apologize, but I must graciously decline.
What?
You didn't even let me say what it was.
Someone that could
I
decline
can
Hilda's
proffer it,
favors?
yes. Instead of relying on others, why not try doing something on your own? Nobles
Nah.
should not be lazy or idle. We should accomplish our goals through earnest effort.
Oh,
Easy for you
dry
to
up.
say. You're the very model of a diligent noble. Always contemplating the noblest course of action.
damn it.
Never stopping to take a break. Your chore today was repairing the weapons, right? There are so many weapons here, and
Yeah,
yet
just
you've
pile it
already
on.
done.
Pile it on.
That's pretty impressive.
It was nothing. Anyone could have done the same.
I don't think so. I certainly couldn't.
I do not believe that to be true.
Look at me. I'm supposed to be organizing these library supplies, but I have no idea where
I
to
don't even
start.
know where I would
What
start.
could be difficult about such a task? You simply line them up and count them.
There are too many. Well, maybe it doesn't seem difficult to you, but that's just because you're so clever.
Oh my
Granted,
god.
there might be some creative approaches to completing the task.
Oh? Please, enlighten me.
Flutter
I can
eyelashes.
point you in the right direction. To start, divide them up by size.
Right. I'm with you so far. And then what?
Now, put similar items together. That makes it easier to get a handle on the numbers.
I see. Then what?
Yes.
Now that you have arranged everything, you can begin
And then
counting.
you do it.
See how easy it is?
Wow, you did that in no time.
Wait a
You
second.
really saved my
You just
nectar.
tricked me into doing it.
Thanks, Ferdinand. Bye.
It was nothing. I suppose I ended up doing her work after all.
But I mean, to be fair, she was still there. So it's not like she left you to do it by yourself. She was still actually physically there, so she still wasted time. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, Zenith! Good day to you, and farewell.
This is a
Just a moment, Hilda. How are you feeling?
weird
Sorry?
music.
Oh, fine. I'm doing just fine.
I'm glad to hear it. I had heard that you requested a substitute for your cleaning duty due to an illness.
Awkward.
You really do know everything, Zenith.
Just prior to that, you also asked for someone to take your place with table setting. I believe that was due to a wrist injury. It was not too serious, I hope.
Yeah, just, you know.
You heard about that. The wrist is
Just
all
a slight
healed up,
sprain.
thank you.
I
Training
seem
too hard.
to recall also that you declined to participate in a mock battle. That was due to a headache, yes?
I have a very
Yeah, it was,
fragile body, you see.
It was from the screen.
Kind of everyone to make
Blinding me, yeah.
accommodations.
Migraine.
Indeed. It is a great friend who offers to help without complaint. See that you treasure such friends, and that you return the favor.
Okay.
Of course. Well, then I should really be...
By the way...
Oh, God.
Was there something else you wanted?
It so happens I am on my way to the chapel to offer my prayers. Would you care to join me?
Do I have
no,
to?
I wouldn't want to intrude. I've already offered up all my prayers for the day.
Really?
Marvelous. We must always remember to give our thanks to the goddess.
God, Scythe, you're
It is essential
creepy.
that we offer our prayers to her each day.
And this
that
music's
we
not
reflect
helping.
on our deeds and strive to live as she would want us to live. For the goddess sees all that we say and do.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna
Now, if you will excuse me.
I'm gonna step away from you.
Of course. Goodbye now.
Wow, okay. Yeesh.
How is Sedith so scary?
He is very scary.
Feels like he can see right through me.
He
I
is
guess that's
spooky.
his way of saying stop being lazy. I wish he'd just scold me outright. This is precisely why I try to avoid him.
Oh well.
Ha! Ha!
Grunting,
Catherine's
yes.
working hard. I guess even the strongest fighters can't neglect their training.
Always a pleasure, Catherine.
Ha! Nya!
Yep, more grunting.
At it again. Or is she still at it?
Oh, a spectator. If you want to ogle, you ought to be a little less conspicuous.
Is that how you pronounce that word?
Sorry, I didn't mean
I
anything
always thought it was
by it.
ogle.
I was just passing by. I couldn't help but wonder, though. Have you been training all this time?
Yes, I'm simulating prolonged combat. Fighting for a long time requires a whole different set of skills. If you can't handle it in
Yep,
training,
stamina,
you'll certainly
patience,
be doomed against
focus.
the real thing.
I can't even imagine having what it takes to keep that up for so long.
You've been in your share of battles. I'm sure you have some sense of what it takes. A brutal, protracted clash in open marshland, neither side retreating. In that situation, what will you do? Your survival depends on decisions you make in the moment.
I see why you're so successful.
Most importantly, don't give up. Don't
Never
start
give
thinking
up,
about how
never
you might lose or
surrender.
might die. Focus on surviving, on winning.
You're right. I've been narrow-minded. I had decided, since I don't have a crest and can't use
Hey,
relics,
we got you
that
a
I'm
relic.
powerless against someone like you.
We got
But
you a
that's
rope,
wrong.
Leonie.
I'm not helpless. Not as long as I'm breathing and on my feet. So, the first thing I'm going to do is learn how to beat you.
Yeah.
When you're unarmed, at least.
Too bad she's
That's the spirit,
proficient in
Leonie.
brawling.
Though I'm not planning on losing either, you know.
Good. I hope you're ready, because I'm going to train even harder than you.
You remind me of myself when I was young.
Ew.
I would become so angry at my own weakness. I feel strangely nostalgic seeing that same anger in you.
And she's gone already.
Huh? Where'd that girl go?
We
Don't
start tomorrow.
have conversations with your eyes closed, Catherine. It doesn't... Whatever, bye.
Oh, hello, Sedith.
Hello, Leonie. I imagine you are here to fish?
Yeah, this
That
is
sounds
a great
super
spot for it.
robotic.
You must be
I
a pretty
imagine you
experienced
must be
fisherman,
here
huh?
to fish.
Actually, while I have enjoyed the hobby for a long while, I must admit I am less than proficient.
Now that you mention it, I can see you're not having much luck today.
It is likely because I am not using any bait.
Well, that explains it. But why bother fishing at all if you're not even trying to catch something?
Truthfully, I fish only so that I might relax. It is
That's
soothing
fair.
to me to cast the line and watch the water ripple. My days are busy, even hectic. It helps to find
Busy
peace and
and
quiet
hectic.
every so often.
Oh, that makes sense. Still, if you're going to go to all the trouble, you may as well actually bait the line.
Maybe so. But, to my chagrin, I do not even know what type of bait to
Stick a
use.
worm on it.
I learned to fish by accompanying my wife. She was always the one to bait the hooks. She would hand me the rod and I would cast my line. I never paid attention to how the rest was done.
Ah. And your wife, where is she now?
Dead.
She passed away quite some time ago. Since then, I have only to fish on my own.
Oh.
Even so, I find peace out here. Bait or no bait. What about you? Why do you fish?
Food.
Me? Just for the fish, actually. For me, it's purely practical. Catch a bite now, one less meal to worry about later. Hunting, fishing, whatever it takes to get by. That's how I've always done it. I'm not exactly starving right now, but back then, if I couldn't catch something, I'd go hungry. So getting the hang of it is pretty
God,
vital.
you have a depressing backstory too.
I would certainly say so. I imagine it is intensely satisfying to catch a fish when the need is so great.
Probably, yeah. The need makes it more purposeful. But hey, if you ever want to try fishing for real, I'd be happy to share my bait with you. And if you catch something, I'll cook it up nicely for you. How's
Stop
that for
talking about food, I'm
motivation?
hungry.
Oh, are you a skilled chef also?
Can't promise it'll be fancy, but it'll taste good.
Impressive. Wouldn't you know it, I am suddenly overcome with the urge to excel.
Great! Let's get started.
Okay, so that's it for that episode. Not as many support conversations as I'd hoped. Sorry. But I tried. But next episode we will be handling the attack on Fort Marseille, so look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video. If you like the video, do the thing that does the thing, lets me know about the thing. And until next time, bye-bye.